On the heels of high-profile attacks in the French Quarter and the Central Business District, the NOPD invited the public to hear police efforts to contain the crime. A task force has now been in place for 2 years, but officials say they could use extra officers in some spots of the French Quarter. Rob Masson is live with reaction from this afternoon's meeting. Rob.
Yeah, whenever there's a high-profile crime in the French Quarter, a lot of people believe things are getting worse, but city officials insist the crime is actually getting better in the French Quarter, and they are crediting this ongoing task force and a new app used for reporting crime. Federal, state, and local officials met with French Quarter residents this afternoon to update the ongoing crime situation. Police say since Bourbon Street patrols were beefed up last April, they have seized 23 guns and 3 BB guns. Some credit the French Quarter Crime Task Force app and the fact that patrols are now on the ground constantly in the quarter with staff beefed up at night.
I think our success can be measured by how many calls we're receiving and how many incidents we're responding to. It's been over 42,000 since we started in March of 2015, and over 9,000 of those were app calls put in by citizens who saw things that they liked to be reported to the police quickly.
The French Quarter Task Force calls for at least one officer to be on patrol at all times in the quarter in the day and 3 at night with extra staff in some of the high traffic areas. French Quarter officials say they could use more officers, especially in some of the outer reaches of the French Quarter, like Bienville Street, where those 2 Boston tourists were attacked 3 weeks ago. And task force officials say the average police response time in the French Quarter is now between 2 and 5 minutes. From the French Quarter, Rob Masson, Fox 8 News.
All right, Rob, thank you.